Hello children, all of you are most welcome in this video lecture. Today I will be discussing about chapter number 3 of class 11th about plant kingdom. For better quality, I suggest use earphone, and before watching this video, I request you people please like, comment, share it with your friends and subscribe my channel to get video lecture related with class 11th and class 12th biology CBSE board. These lectures are useful for school examination, board examination as well as NEET examination. So let us start this lecture. So in this first of all, we will study about system of classification. So there are three system of classification. First is artificial system, second is natural system, and third is phylogenetic system of classification. While classifying kingdom plant, so there are three systems. One is what? Artificial, second is natural, and third one is what? Phylogenetic system. Now we will study about artificial classification system. This system was given by Carl Linnaeus. This person is what? Carl Linnaeus, father of taxonomy. It is the earliest system of classification. The system, artificial classification system, was based on vegetative characters or superficial morphological character. Vegetative character like the vegetative parts like stem, root, leaves, and superficial morphological characters. Superficial morphology means external appearance. The branch of botany under which we study about external appearances of a plant, that is called morphology. These morphological character may be such as habit, whether they are what aquatic, they are amphibians, so color, number, and shapes of leaves, and so many other things were considered like vegetative characters. Linnaeus' artificial system of classification was based on Androsium structure. This is Androsium. So Linnaeus classification that was based on the Androsium structure. So sometimes the question will be there. So what are the basis of artificial classification system? So first is what? Vegetative character, superficial morphological character, as well as Androsium structure. So if we see the Androsium, that stamen, so stamen is divided into filament, connective, and anther. This is what? Anther, this is a filament and connective. So what is the arrangement of this stamen? There may be many anther will be forming one group. So that is called monadelphous. Many stamen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are connected and they are forming one group that is called monadelphous. They may form two groups also. So this is called what? Diadelphous. They may form more than two groups. So polydelphous. Sometimes their andrews and anthers are fused, then that is called synandrous. When their filaments are fused, there is a synangineous. When they are attached with gynosium, gynandrous. Then there is a didynamous condition where there are two different sizes are present, two are larger and two are what? Smaller. Then tetradynamous, four larger and two smaller. So this is what different classification of the plant and the basis of structure of Androsia. So here who have given artificial classification system of classification of plant? Carl Linnaeus. What are the character we have considered? We have considered vegetative characters, morphological character, and Androsium structure. what are the drawbacks? The drawbacks of artificial classification system include they separated the closely related species and they were based on a few characteristics. Only few characters were taken. That's why closely related species were separated. Equal weight is to vegetative and sexual characters. This is not acceptable. He has given what equal weight is to vegetative and sexual characteristic. It is not acceptable since the vegetative characters are more easily affected by the environment. So these are some of the drawbacks of artificial classification system. Then second is what? Natural classification system. This natural classification system was given by George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. So simply if you know this Bentham and Hooker classification, this is also known as Bentham and Hooker classification. So natural classification system was given by Bentham and Hooker. So sometimes question is there, oh, who have given natural classification system? So answer will be what? Bentham, Hooker. These are the classification based on natural affinities among organisms. It considers external feature and internal features. So ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, and phytochemistry were also included along with external features. Internal feature means ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, and phytochemistry. Example classification for flowering plant given by George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. This is the system of natural classification. Then third is what? Phylogenetic classification system. This system is based on evolutionary relationship among the organism. Like see, these are different types of mammals. These are different type of mammals. But if before 12 to 16 million years ago, they all evolved from common ancestor. They all evolved from common ancestor. So this type of classification is known as phylogenetic classification system, which is based on evolutionary relationship among the organisms. This assumes that organisms in the same taxa have a common ancestors. All these animals, they are different, but they are having common ancestor. This is what common ancestor. From here, they develop in different branches. So this is what phylogenetic classification system. Now, some more other sources to resolve the problem in classification. There is some more terms related with numerical taxonomy. A numerical taxonomy is based on all observable character. There is inclusion of all observable character. It is carried out using computers. So for numerical taxonomy, computers are used. Numbers and codes are assigned to all the characters and data are processed. Thus, hundreds of characters can be equally considered. So in numerical taxonomy, there is large number of observable characters are considered by using what? Computers. So suppose this is what numerical taxonomy, these are taxa. These are what character, maybe 1, character 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters are considered. So here A is having this character is also there, this character is also there. So character number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is there. Okay. So then there is a B, species B, it is having character 1, 2, 3, but 4 is missing, 5 is missing, but 6, 7, 8 is there, then 9 is missing, 10 is missing. Then there is another taxon C, it is having character number 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5 is missing, then 6 is there, 7, 8. So on the basis of n number of observable characters, the various taxons are classified in the numerical taxonomy. Then there is also cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is based on cytological information. Cytological information like chromosome number, structure, behavior. This is a chromosome, that there is how many numbers are there, okay, their behavior and structure of chromosome. And then there is what chemotaxonomy. It uses the chemical constituent of the plant. Like this is a rose, there are different roses are there and their chemical compositions are different. So that chemotaxonomy, it uses the chemical constituent of the plant. So these are some terms like numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy, and chemotaxonomies. These are also used while doing classification of plant. Now we'll be learning about what in kingdom Plantae. There is a very important member, that is class algae. So what are algae? They are simple thalloid. Thalloid means the plant body which is not divided into root, stem, and leaves. No root, no stem, no root. No root, no stem, no leaves. So that is called thalloid. They are autotrophic, they bear chlorophyll, and aquatic. Mostly they are freshwater and found in both freshwater as well as marine water. They also occur in moist stone. Moist stone, the stones which are receiving water droplets, that is what moist stone, soil, and wood. Some occur in association with fungi like lichen. In lichen, there is a algae plus fungi is there, and in animals, like example on sloth bear, this is sloth bear. The sloth bear green fur is due to presence of certain algae, green algae. This is a lichen, this is a lichen, this is algae. So these are the algae. The form and size of algae is highly variable. Some of them are microscopic unicellular. Example, Chlamydomonas. This is a Chlamydomonas. It is what unicellular and microscopic means we cannot see it with the naked eye. We have to see them. We have to use what microscope. That's why they are microscopic. So sometimes question will be the name one microscopic unicellular algae. Say Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. They may be what colonial form. They form colony also. So colonial form is what volvox. They may be filamentous form. So filamentous form is Eulothrix and Spirogyra. So name some algae. So Chlamydomonas, volvox, Eulothrix, Spirogyra. Out of this, Chlamydomonas is microscopic unicellular. Volvox is colonial forms. Eulothrix and Spirogyra, they are filamentous forms of the algae. Now we'll study reproduction in algae. So algae reproduce by three methods: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, there is one method that is called fragmentation, by fragmentation. This is an algae, it will be broken down into two fragments due to the speed water current, the force of water current. If there is chance, it may be broken into two pieces, and then each piece will become what? New filament, new algae, develop into a new thallus. So asexual reproduction by the production of spores. These are the spores. Example, zoospore. This is what zoospore. Most common is what? Zoospore. They are flagellated. These are flagella. Okay, so there are four flagella there. So there may be what? Tetraflagellate, biflagellate. So they are, because they are having flagella, that's why they are motile. Means motile, they can move, they can swim in water. They germinate to give rise to new plant. This zoospore will germinate and it will give rise to new plant. Then there is a sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, there is a fusion of two gametes, male and female gametes. There is a fusion of male and female gametes. So this is what all about reproduction in algae. Then there is a sexual reproduction is a many two type, that is what isogamous. The production is of three types, not two, isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous type. So what is isogamous? What is anisogamous? What is oogamous? Fusion of gametes similar in size. If we see this is a male gamete, a female gamete, maybe male gamete, female gamete. Here it is word positive strain and negative strains are used. Morphologically, they are similar. By appearance, they are similar. So iso means similar, gamete means gamete. So fusion of similar gametes inside. They may be flagellated. So these are flagella are there, therefore they are what? Flagellated. Example, Eulothrix. Or they may be non-flagellated and non-motile in Spirogyra. Sometimes the question will be there. Name the what is the condition of the this gametes in Spirogyra. So they are what? Non-flagellated. They will be what? Non-flagellated. They will be isogamous, but this flagella will not be there. So non-flagellated gametes are produced in Spirogyra, whereas flagellated gametes are produced in Eulothrix. Second is what? Anisogamous. Anisogamous means not iso means similar gametes. Gametes are not similar. Okay. Fusion of two gametes dissimilar in size. One female is bigger and male is smaller. So they are not similar, okay, in size. Some species of Eudorina. Eudorina shows what? Anisogamous type of sexual reproduction. Then third one is what? Oogamous, where there is a fusion between one large non-motile static female gamete and a smaller motile male gamete. That is what example volvox and ficus. Here in oogamous there are two gametes are there. One is female gamete, that is cake. It is what? Non-motile without flagella. There is no flagella. So bigger in size but without flagella. So no flagella, that's why it is what? Non-motile. It is static. And sperm, male gamete is also known as sperm here. It is what? Motile and flagellated. So this is what? Oogamous type of sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction in algae is three types: isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. So example of the isogamous: Eulothrix, flagellated, non-flagellated, Spirogyra. Anisogamous, Eudorina. Oogamous, Volvox, and Fucus. I hope this slide is also clear. Now, next, benefits of algae. What are the benefits? Through photosynthesis, they fix half of total carbon dioxide on Earth. So they are a great producer. Around 50% of the carbohydrate fixed on the Earth is by what? This carbon dioxide fixed by the algae. On Earth and increase the level of dissolved oxygen. They fix and they releases what? Oxygen. So they are great source of oxygen as well as food and all. They are primary producer and the basis of food cycle of all aquatic animals. So algae are the main producer of aquatic habitat are algae. About 70 species of marine algae are used as food by human being. Porphyra, this is Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum, Laminaria and Sargassum. They are used as food. Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum. There is one chemical called agar. It is obtained from the Giladium and Gracilaria. It is obtained from Giladium and Gracilaria. It is used to grow microbes and used in making ice creams and jellies. These are all agar products used in making ice creams and jellies. These are Gracilaria and Giladium. Some marine brown and red algae produces hydrocolloids, water holding substance. They are having water holding capacity, so they are used in packaging of those material which need water. Uh, Example, Elgin is a brown algae. Elgin is produced from brown algae, and carrageen is produced from the red algae. These are hydrocolloids. These are used commercially to transportation of those material which need what? Water. There are some algae which are rich in protein, like these protein-rich unicellular algae like chlorella and spirulina are used as food supplement by space traveler. So chlorella and spirulina, they are what? Unicellular algae. They are used as food supplement by space traveler. Now will be, thank you very much for joining this online class. Next class will be learning about the classification of algae. Thank you very much.